Sandra says she's saving herself for marriage, but that's just not my style. Sandy's got a nice little pair to stare at, but I want girls gone wild. Hey, that was terrible. Probably messed up the names too, huh, Guardo? I don't care. Porn star dancing. Hey, probably just offended some people. I apologize. It's a song, man. It's just a song. Anyway, this is for the February 25th fight for the WBO Super Featherweight title between Adrian Broner and Eloy Perez. You know, the problem in the Prince. The Prince has a problem. Prince can't buy his way out of this problem. Anyways, that's probably the title, isn't it? I don't know. I'm going to break down both fighters, and then I'll give my prediction. At the end, you have Adrian Broner, 22-0, 18 knockouts, 82% knockout ratio. So what do we know? He has very, very good power, and he is a counter puncher. So he's not very active, but his punches are accurate. And when he gets you hurt, he is on you like white on rice. This dude jumps on you and just hammers you away. And what? I might have offended people because I said rice and white on rice and stuff. I wasn't trying to. Should I apologize? I'm not apologizing. Hey, glad you guys are back. Maybe we need to rewind that. Anyway, you know, I mean, he's blasting people out of the water. His knockout of Litzau, his knockout of Rodriguez, you know, in the first and third round respectively. When you start looking at that, he still had the close fight with Ponce de Leon, and I'll give you that one. And some people said, you know, that he won, like Harold Letterman. Letterman, dude. Doesn't matter. He's been off like his last 23 fights. Anyway, you know, he's got good upper body movement. Doesn't have great lower body movement, but he can get away from you if he has to. His stance tends to be a bit too wide, so if somebody was to really apply the pressure on him, they might be able to land some shots, kind of get him in trouble. He's got a great check left hook, and he pounds those uppercuts in there as he pounds the body. So while he may not be the most active fighter, he's dangerous, and he is a good boxer. He just chooses to be a counterpuncher. He could box if he had to. So it's not like, you know, if he fought another counterpuncher, wow, that'd be the world's most boring fight. That's not the case. He can turn it on or turn it off whenever he wants, and it goes from 0 to 100 very, very fast, kind of like a blink. About a blink. He's fast. Did I say he was fast? These little guys are fast, man. Oh, I mean, he's 5'7", so he's not like a little guy. So the pressure, as I said, might put him off his game a little bit. He covers up very well. He does have a nice tight D when he does that, and he's dangerous, dude. Just throwing that out. Going over to Eloy Perez, who's 23-0 with 2 draws. He's only got 7 knockouts, but he has, you know, and that's like a 31% knockout ratio. But he does have, or 27%. I don't know. I don't do math, man. But he's got, you know, 2 knockouts in his last 2 fights, and and you kind of wonder, where is this coming from? Or is he finally hitting his stride? I mean, he was at a heavier weight. He was at lightweight at the 135, and now that he's come down to super feather, you know, at the 130, you know, it seems that he's finally getting that groove. He's got 3 knockouts in his last 6 fights, so, you know, but I mean, he really hasn't fought anybody. You know, if you look on there, he did KO Jimenez, and he KO'd Terry, but Terry's very, very chinny fighter. I mean, in his 7 losses, he's been knocked out 5 times, and in fact, he's been knocked out 5 times in a row. So when you start looking at that, maybe he was aggressive because he knew those fighters were a bit chinny. I don't know. Only 12 of his 23 fighters have actually had 10 or more wins. You know, so, you look in there. There's so many questions about it. He's never fought a 12-round fight before, but he has fought like 6 10-rounders. He's went the distance 6 times. So the stamina really shouldn't be a question, and it's not like you're going from 12 rounds to a 15-round fight, you know, like they used to back in the day. So, you know, that shouldn't be that big of a factor. He's used to going the distance with that, and he's had more rounds of experience than Broner because his fights go so long. I mean, Broner's only went 74 rounds, where this guy's at like 163. So he's kind of got the ring experience, but not really. He's fought a lot of bumps. So he looks kind of tank-like, though, when you look at him. They're built similar. He's got a little more coverage on him than Broner does. Broner's a bit more ripped. He's got okay speed, tends to back straight up. His jabs and hooks are very solid and looks like they have good power behind them now. He is aggressive. He does throw the uppercuts. He reaches a bit with his punches. That's going to hurt him against a counterpuncher like Broner. He could get caught off balance with that. As I said, that's kind of where you get hurt at. He works the body. His chin looks pretty solid. We're going to find out. Broner usually, you know if you got a good chin or not if you can go the distance with Broner. If he knocks you out, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the dude's at an 82% knockout ratio. Yeah, he's going to find out if he's got a chin or not. But, where did this surge of power come from? And I think that's the biggest question with that. And I think it's a combination of him settling in at this weight. He's got good power for a super featherweight, not good power for a lightweight. It just doesn't sound right half the time. Anyway, when you start talking about these weights, and maybe that's what it is. Could be the fact that Jimenez and Terry are very chinny fighters, but we'll see. In that, and oh yeah, I gotta give a prediction. Yeah, Broner's knocking this dude out in about the 4th or 5th round. So that's what I'm gonna go with, and we'll see. I mean, the guy's never been beaten. He's 25 fights, never been beaten once. Had a lot of majority decisions, and he's had 2 draws. So, and he hasn't fought top level competition. I think Broner's considered top level competition. So he's ranked number 2 in the world. Come on, man. Come on, man. And we're going to see. I think it's going to be the counter punches that are going to land. It's going to be a massive hook that's going to catch him off, like Floyd Mayweather did Hatton, and then he's going to jump on him, and it's going to be over. About I'll call it the 5th round. Okay? So that's a knockout for Adrian Broner. Maybe I can get an interview with him sometime this year, and maybe after this fight, 'cause he's training me. That's why he didn't return my tweets, whatever the hell you want to call it. Tweet. It's terrible. Anyway, please comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about this, alright? Wait, this is Bigragu. Mao.